maybe a season changer. Could be a big difference maker for Oklahoma. They've got some opportunities here. Hosting TCU next week. TCU's reeling a little bit, a couple of losses in a row, and then you go to Kansas, and then you host Texas Tech. So an opportunity here to get your record to 9-0, and then you go to Baylor, a team that is playing really well. And I think there's some comments here about maybe Oklahoma plays Baylor in a Big 12 championship game. So a lot of way to go. Oklahoma still has an opportunity. I think they'll absolutely move up. They'll certainly, you certainly would expect them to jump the loser of Penn State and Iowa at this point. Cincinnati was pretty impressive the other night, but again, Cincinnati's a team. I think they deserve a shot at a playoff game, but let's see how the rest of the season goes for Oklahoma. So, like I said, you got you got two out of your next three at home, and then you have Kansas and Texas Tech, which you feel like you have not lay down games, specifically Texas Tech by any means, but you still have a chance to improve and get better, and that's what this team needs to do right now. They're you feel like you hope going forward that they've hit their stride here in the second half against a really good Texas team. I thought this team was really good. Kind of going into this game, and nothing has deterred me. I think Oklahoma just played incredibly well. One of the games I would have loved to have been in the stands in the second half, particularly that fourth quarter. I've heard just kind of some people on Twitter talk about just how incredibly loud and just how good the crowd was there in the second half. So for my money, best game that I've seen, best Red River game, one of the best games I've ever seen as well. So give me lots of comments and questions, and we'll get to them. If you have any questions, please feel free. Another defensively, I thought Danny Stutzman was outstanding at the linebacker position, played really well, got a sack there late in the game. I think you'll see him in the in the linebacker in the starting lineup. I would be shocked. Of course, he wasn't starting today, partially probably because coach is not really sure how he would be after that. After the injury out a couple of weeks, but I think I think you'll see him more. I think we'll see a little bit more Latrell McCutcheon specifically there before Woody Washington gets back. Not sure when he'll be back yet, but yeah, no, I think you're incredibly excited. I've never seen a game where I was questioning whether or not we would get blown out of the field, blown out of the stadium, versus how well Oklahoma played there in the second half as well. So a lot of heart. Gives these kids a lot of credit. They could have rolled over a little bit, down 28-7 there. So I think you're very, very excited. If you're a fan, I think much more optimistic after some of the teams that they've beaten. Not convincingly, but then you've got the best team that you have played this year, and I think arguably is going to be the best team that Oklahoma plays through this season in terms of the regular season. I know we've got some tough road games at Baylor, at Oklahoma State as well. So let me hear your thoughts. Just overall, this game, how does this catapult Oklahoma for the rest of the season as well? So I think Danny